I woke up today to the crowing of roosters. The thing I hate most in this dog-like life of mine is to have my eyelids opened at dawn, but what can I do? A terrifying nightmare choked my breath and drove sleep from my eyes. I don't know why, but this has been happening repeatedly in recent days with a foolish insistence, and each time I find myself under the weight of a strange fear, trembling either because I'm being chased by a swarm of snakes or surrounded by a group of dead. So be it. It no longer matters much to me whether I wake up early or late, trembling or normal, it's all the same. In the end, I do nothing all day or night with my 11 fingers. I put on a t-shirt that was reminiscent of the American flag, slipped my worn sandals onto my feet, and rushed out of the house like a thief while its inhabitants were asleep. I found the street deserted, bare, virgin, and every hole in it was mine. My gosh, this is what we call complete silence, I said to myself as I took in my surroundings, feigning a silly state of awe as if I had discovered the beginning of creation. I directly emptied my nasal mucus onto the asphalt and rubbed my fingers against the stars on my American t-shirt. The truth is, I haven't cared for a long time, neither for silence nor noise nor anything worth mentioning. Due to the monotony of days in this forgotten corner of the Atlas Mountains, I buried my head like a heron between its wings and isolated myself from the universe. This damned silence this morning was pressing down on my chest to such an extent that it ignited an overwhelming urge to urinate. If there is a connection between silence and urination, it exceeds my understanding. Following the example of dogs, I chose one of the parked truck's wheels on the street to relieve my bladder. As a sweet shiver ran through my ribs, I heard psst, psst, softly but distinctly audible. I turned around to find an ugly dog with a drooping tail sitting on its rear end, looking at me with fiery eyes that had a terrifying glare. Damn it! To find myself face to face with a dog at dawn is terrifying enough for me, but face to face with a filthy dog without a tail, that was too much for my knees to bear. My strength faltered from fear, and I froze in place like a fool. Yes, that's me. I have always been a coward. The darkness gives me the creeps, as do dogs and women. At that moment, I was panic-stricken. I could barely breathe.
Do you insist on humiliating me, you idiot? Lower your gaze or else.
Unlucky me, my knees were shivering from fright. A dog talking to me and threatening me was the last straw. You freaking kidding me?
My name is Lilian. To tell you the truth, I wished for the name Zayna, but due to my owner's stupidity, he named me Lilian. You are now a VIP dog, he would boast to me. He was indeed very odd. Imagine, he would kiss me every night before bed on the mouth, but that no longer matters now. I heard he passed away after being bitten by a rabid dog. Anyway, don't get me wrong, I am of Amazigh descent. My bones were carved from ancient lineage. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, you are a woman? Oh, a dog, I mean. A talking dog, I said in a voice that swallowed its letters like a goose swallowing food in its throat.
Who do you think you are, you foolish oaf?
The dog barked angrily before her voice turned into an aggressive growl with sharp teeth bared towards me. I gathered my courage and decided to engage this cursed dog in conversation. Seeing my manhood being bitten off before it has even been tested was a big no-no. That was something I wasn't prepared to risk, so I asked nervously, "I am nobody! What do you want of me, dog?" "Oh, I mean, Lilian, what do you want of me, Lilian?"
First of all, I'd prefer you to call me Zayna because I'm a sweet and cheerful soul,
she said, with obvious pride.
Secondly, I don't want anything from you. Are you even someone who is wanted for something? All that happened was that I was rummaging through garbage bins, eating what pleased me in peace, when my ears picked up your cry for help. You shouldn't have called for help as you did through every wave of your body. All I've done is respond to your call for help, a thing we dogs do instinctively. Do you understand, Sunshine?
I don't know how or why, but my fear suddenly transformed into an outburst of anger, like summer rain accompanied by coldness. And so I exploded at the dog. I mean at Zayna. I didn't ask for help neither from you nor any creature from this world or the next. Do you hear me? Cursed dog, do you hear me?
Crystal clear, little big man. You asked for help,
She said, with canine cunning and philosophical pauses between her words.
You just ignore it, playing dumb or perhaps refusing to admit it to yourself. Whatever it is, I'm here now, little big man. Imagine that I'm tired of being a dog too. The idea of turning into a human tempts me terribly. Change is mercy, isn't it?
What nonsense is this? Huh? Zayna, the dog, I shouted until my vocal cords were strained. My heart raced, as if sensing that something was about to be born within me.
There you said it smart, guy. I'm Zayna, and you want to be me. Yes, deep down inside, you want to be Zayna. Come on, Sunshine, stop eating yourself. Time is running out. All you have to do is stroke your right hand over my head and say, Zayna of Stones, he who strokes her head knows.
She retorted coldly, with words as sharp as ice.
Come on, Sunshine, stop eating yourself. Time is running out. All you have to do is stroke your right hand over my head and say, Zayna of Stones, he who strokes her head knows.
I certainly knew that my life was flat as sidewalk stones. I knew my dreams had been buried over the years while relationships were severed. Just as I knew I never flinched at anything or anyone, as if I were some devilish plant. But I also knew that I wanted to be something else. Perhaps Lilian, Zayna, I told myself, wasn't entirely wrong after all. Undoubtedly, I don't love this dog-like life of mine. However, I love dogs, but seeing myself as one and living their life, that's not who I am. At least that's how it seems to me, and if it's otherwise, it might be hidden in some corner of my personality. To hell with these bastards. After some thought, whether human or dog in this country, it's all the same. It seems that being female has its privileges too. Isn't that how it is in human society? I wondered angrily as blood surged strongly through my veins. Hasn't life been whoring around with me since birth? It won't be more whorish with me being a dog than being human. Then again, I, who have nothing left to lose, isn't it foolish not to choose when given the luxury of choice? I found myself arguing internally. How can someone like me find happiness in this desolate land? A tired voice echoed within me. I'll stroke your skull, Zayna, and your backside if need be. I found myself rambling towards the dog amidst emptiness around me. Zayna of Stones, he who strokes her head knows, I said nonchalantly, while stroking the head of the dog, who kept wagging what remained of her crooked tail, as if wishing me good luck in her thin body. Warmest congratulations, Sunshine.
Addressed an ugly young man with an unkempt face wearing an American flag-patterned shirt swaying his body towards mine.
It's done. You're now a female dog, a female whose bones will surely never age, but still you're just a female dog.
Oh God, it's true then. It wasn't just canine gibberish. Zayna wasn't mocking me, so now I'm really a female dog. Now I'm Zayna. I began bounding down the street as if intoxicated, not believing what had happened to me.
Watch your back, little big man, if you see those in blue coats.
I no longer cared about hearing anything from anyone, especially not from that damned ugly one who's wearing American stars. I felt light and agile as if some mysterious force had absorbed all despair and confusion from within my soul. Every sense opened strangely while instincts flared up until every hair on my body stood on end. I didn't know exactly what was brewing inside me, but all my senses pushed me towards two things: eating and mating. So I bolted away from that ugly man and his damned stars. I ran and ran, freeing all suppressed instincts after decades to lead me wherever they wished. As I leaped from curb to curb, I built two giant projects in my canine imagination: eating and mating every day under God's sky. Nothing human could stand between those instincts anymore. I am now a free female dog. "But wait!" I said in astonishment next to an alley filled with foul-smelling urine. "Can dogs think like I'm thinking now?" "Even as a female dog, I think. Life is such an oppressive whore." I screamed at full throat, but only hoarse, annoying sounds escaped. And while lost in barking echoing back at me, a rifle shot rang out. I staggered and fell. Deep red threads began seeping from beneath my body like giant worms. A man from the public health office wearing bright blue overalls, carrying his rifle still smoking at its muzzle, approached saying loudly to his colleague,
"One less."